Today we're doing a pesto pasta. This is one of the simple, delicious, fresh pasta dishes that you can prepare at home. This is a real classic, and I'm going to show you right from the start. I'm going to make my pasta dough from scratch. I'm going to roll it out into a lovely tagliatelle. Then I'm going to make a beautiful homemade pesto. Basil, pine nuts, parmesan, olive oil, truly delicious. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this, and you'll be amazed by the beautiful fragrance you get from this dish. Before we get stuck in, it would be amazing if you could hit that like button, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe for new fantastic foodie content that I am releasing every week. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump straight in and I'll show you how to do it. To do my pasta today, I've used some semolina flour, like some pasta flour, which is a bit finer, and then some strong bread flour. I've done, I don't want loads of pasta, I want a smaller amount, so I've done 125 grams of each, so 250 grams altogether, 4 egg yolks, and then 2 eggs. Mixed that up, you have your flour and you just make a well, and you put those eggs in the middle. I've done mine, unfortunately the eggs kind of spilt out a little bit, but I guess that's all part of the fun, right? And then I've used a fork and just combined it all together. And what starts to happen is the flour mixes with the egg and it starts to bind and it all starts to come together. Trick is, don't get your hands in there until you've used a fork to mix it all, and then use your hands and gently knead it, just bring it all together. This takes a little bit of time. You can then use a bit of cling film. Some recipes say do it room temperature, some say put it in the fridge. I personally put it in the fridge. And then when you bring it out later, it's not going to crumble and all fall apart on you, hopefully. It will stay as one. The next stage is the pasta. Take it out of the fridge. I've halved this, I've rolled it out. So you just want to roll it out on a work surface. You just want to get one kind of end a little bit thinner. And then we've got our pasta machine here. Start off with the thickest setting. My thickest setting was about 7. So I just rolled it through in a 7. I rolled it through again. Then I just went down. I went down until I hit a 4. I think 4 is a really nice kind of thickness on my pasta machine, but you can play around with that. First time I ever made pasta, I put it down to a 1. And that's really, really thin, like you'd make a tortellini or ravioli. But I want my tagliatelle to be a little bit thicker, so number 4 is absolutely perfect. Once you've got it down to a 4, I put it through my attachment, which does a really nice thickness, which is basically tagliatelle. Roll it through on that, and then you've got this really, really lovely, golden, fresh, homemade pasta. You can put it on a rack just to dry out a little bit. This pasta will keep in the fridge for a few days. You can just put it in a Tupperware container just so the air doesn't get to it. To make my pesto, this is all about putting a few key ingredients together. And again, you can buy this, no problem at all, buy pesto. But making it, you will be astounded by the difference there is. The smell, the flavour, the taste is just phenomenal. So try it yourself, make a bit of pesto. First step, toast your pine nuts, get a frying pan on the go. Put your pine nuts in, leave them for about 5 minutes or so, keep an eye on them, keep them moving, just so they gently get coloured. You don't want them black, definitely not black. You want them brown, you want them nicely toasted. Put those cooled, toasted pine nuts in your blender, add in a clove of garlic, use some parmesan. Now I strongly encourage you to get the best cheese, the best parmesan that you can. Using a really good parmesan reggiano will elevate this pesto to the next level. The reason why this cheese is so special, it's made from cow's milk and it's aged for at least 12 months, and it comes from the Lombardy region in Italy. This has a PDO. What on earth is a PDO? A PDO stands for Protected Destinations of Origin. Hopefully I've said and pronounced that all correctly. All this means is it has to come from that specific region. Just how cognac is to cognac and champagne is to the Champagne region in France. Once the garlic and parmesan and pine nuts have all blended down. Then you rip off your basil leaves, place all of those basil leaves in, and you put a good glug and a really good glug of olive oil, and then you blitz it. You blitz it all together until you get a lovely paste. And what you can do, you can add a little bit more olive oil. You could even add water, but I didn't add water, I just kept it to olive oil just to keep a really nice concentrated flavour. This food processor that I'm using, I actually got it for Christmas. It's a really compact, nippy, powerful little food processor. I've been very happy with it. So I've put a link down below. If you're interested in this food processor, you can potentially purchase it and use it yourself to cook this pasta. Salted boiling water on the hob, just get the pasta in there. Don't overcook your pasta. It's fresh, it will literally take a matter of minutes. So I will tend to do it a little bit under because it will continue to cook when you're straining it and stuff. Strain it, and then I've put it in a bowl here and I've just added in the pesto. The reason why I haven't done it the other way around is because I don't want the pesto to turn black. I want to keep it that really nice green, vibrant colour. Pasta in your bowl, pesto, and then just mix it up. Mix all of that up, and the residual heat in the pasta will gently warm through that pesto, and you get this beautiful, lovely green pesto pasta. And then we can plate this up. I'm going to use a big carving fork here, and then just gently wind it all around and place right in the middle of the plate. Bit of parmesan over the top, and that's how you do the pesto pasta. Now this is a beautiful bowl of pasta, lovely and fresh and fragrant. Let's have a taste and see what it's like. You have to try this one. This is pure simplicity at its best. The lovely cheesiness from the parmesan, the basil, the pine nuts, and of course the fresh pasta. The pasta and pesto go hand in hand, giving a lovely fragrance, a lovely freshness from this dish. So make your own pasta, make your own pesto, make your own pesto pasta at home. You definitely need to try it. Thank you for watching today. Please drop a comment below. Tell me what you think of this lovely dish that I've cooked today. And until next time, fellow foodies, happy cooking.